Also, I'm noticing something, and I don't know if you're seeing this too. We are told that Joe Biden wants nothing but for her to win. But sometimes she's been live on TV and then he's popped up and done a press conference, or he's popped up and given a speech. Is he trying to Bigfoot her a little bit?
I couldn't love this anymore. Get the popcorn. I can't wait for more of these episodes. Clearly, there's a little sibling rivalry. There's trouble in paradise inside that White House. Can you blame him? He plucked her out of obscurity. She was a total failure when she ran for president. She didn't get any votes. She was so humiliated in the early primaries that she bailed early on in the process before a single state voted. So he plucked her out of obscurity and failure because she's a black woman. And he was very explicit about that being the reason why he chose her. He promised James Clyburn he'd pick a black woman if Clyburn would get him South Carolina, which got him the nomination. And what does she do? I mean, truly, like Psycho, like the movie Psycho, stuck the knife in. As soon as he showed, publicly what he was experiencing, and there was signs of utterly failing mental acuity about what she had known for a long time. She wasn't loyal. She had those other parties and those donors, the party donors lined up behind her in a New York minute. So she'd been working on it for weeks, which he's obviously aware of. So yeah, there's no love lost between the two of them. And now you've seen two in as many working days, times in which he got her back. She was out there at a Michigan campaign event on Friday saying, "Look at me, we must go forward. Can't go back. Come with me." And he comes out to the White House lectern and he's like, all the same. She was with me at every step. There's no daylight between. And all the cameras went to him. The sitting president of the United States, for the first time appearing in the White House press briefing room in his entire presidency. All the nets take it. All the cameras are on him. They go off of her. No one gives two craps about her anymore. And that's the message they picked up, which is now the lead on all the nightly news shows. And then he doubles down today. She decides to pick a fight with Ron DeSantis because she thinks it makes her look good to fight with a prominent Republican, even though the man right now truly is trying to save lives. I don't remember the last time a Cat 5 hurricane was barreling toward the Gulf Coast of Florida. Those things are monsters. They're talking about storm surge like we've never seen that may have cities as large as Tampa, Florida, underwater. The mayor of Tampa, and there are some dozen towns around it, said today, if you stay, you will die. Wow. Ron DeSantis is the governor of that state. He has truly a lot to deal with. They're still recovering from Hurricane Helene, which devastated the same area 2 weeks ago. And she decides to get political with him and to pick a fight with him. Why? Because she's probably still ticked off about his abortion law and his ill-named, according to the Dems, Don't Say Gay bill, which was not anything of the kind. So she thinks he's going to be fun to fight with without any appreciation for the distraction she's now causing for a man who truly has people's lives in his hands. I heard a guy who lives in Florida, well-known commentator here, Charlie Cook, talking about this recently, saying, really in Florida, he's a Florida resident. We elect somebody as governor just so they can get us through hurricanes. That's the main job, get us through hurricanes. Ron DeSantis is doing it. He's done a stellar job of it. She decides it'll be fun to needle him. It'll be fun to distract him. It'll be fun to get political on him because he didn't take my phone call. He ignored me. So when she gets a mic in front of her, oh, now she wants to talk to the press. Great, I'll talk to them. And she stops outside of her airplane and she says, oh, he's playing politics. He won't take a phone call from me. He won't talk to Joe Biden. Then what a terrible time to get political. Well, Ron DeSantis goes on Fox News with Sean Hannity on Monday night, and he let her have it, saying in 3.5 years, she's never once called me, not once, to help out with the hurricanes that we have every fall. That's hurricane season in the United States. Not a once. And he said, I'm working fine with Joe Biden. He and I are getting along. We're working. She has nothing to do with this. She's never had any responsibility when it comes to a hurricane, and she doesn't today. And so now we're at issue, as we say in the law. We're at issue. We have one party saying he wouldn't take my call or that of President Biden, and we have the other party saying she's a nothing. She's never involved in this crap. I'm talking to the man who is in charge. And what happens today? Joe Biden comes out and says, I've been talking to Ron DeSantis all the time. We're working very well together. In the drama, it's another back to her, only it's pales in comparison to what she did. So she deserves